Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl, Director of Broadcast and Media Relations for the expansion. The inaugural season continues. The Magicians in action at home midweek. It was Wednesday against the Minnesota Wilderness. The Magicians going 2 for 6 in the power play. Tony Uglum starts the scoring. Tony picking up his 8th of the season. Nick Kuchera and E2 Karvinen, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, picking up assists. Then the Wilderness able to tie it up at 1. It's a power play goal from another Moorhead native. This time it's Eric Brank on the power play. Jake Romo picking up the assist. The Wilderness taking a 2-1 lead with German native Dominic Tiffel scoring on the power play. Jake Romo and captain Jesse Kessler picking up assists. That was it for the first period. It was a 2-1 lead for the Wilderness. Heading into the second, it's Matt Colford, the rookie, on the power play, his 12th of the season. Sam Wolf and Will Johnson picking up assists. Again, that's Colford's tied for the team lead now with 12 goals, along with Will Johnson, who picked up an assist on the Colford goal. After the third period, it's a 2-2 score. Dan Lichke getting one for the Wilderness. Assisting was Jesse Kessler. And then for the Magicians, coming back with one, it's Sam Becker on the power play. This notches it up. Becker scoring in his debut with the Minnesota Magicians, coming over via trade of the Wenatchee Wild. Colin Hernan picking up an assist, and Sam Wolf also picking up an assist. The game winner went to the Wilderness. It was Tommy Lindstrom, Billy Excel, and Terry Lebo picking up assists. That was a tight one, but a 4-3 victory for the Wilderness. After Friday, back here at home, solid attendance here at Richfield Ice Arena. I think the numbers were 915, one of the best nights so far for the expansion. The Magicians unable to get any production offensively. The Wilderness with the 3-0 victory in the first period. Will Peterson getting a goal. Nolan Culver picking up an assist. Then it was Eric Brank on the power play. Terry Lebo picking up an assist. In the third period, the Magicians trying to get something going. Cody Milligan fights Nolan Culver, able to take him out. Milligan wins the fight. The Magicians get some momentum, but not enough to bounce back, as Jake Romo had the final goal for the Wilderness, assisting Darian Romanko and Richard Burry. After Saturday, it was a trip to the Northwest Credit Union up north, as the Magicians unable to win again. It was a 4-1 victory for the Wilderness. The Magicians starting the scoring early. Nick Anderson picking up his first goal of his North American Hockey League career. Alex Funk collecting his second assist on the season. And then Matt Colford adding an assist as he gets his 26th point on the season. The Wilderness get a goal in the first period from Tom Lindstrom. Eric Brank picking up an assist. Rounding out the first period, it's Jake Romo assisting Tommy Lindstrom and Jack Forbort as the Wilderness led 2-1. The Wilderness get another one in the second period. Darian Romanko on the power play. Billy Excel and Dominic Tiffels collecting assists. Rounding out the scoring for the Wilderness on the weekend, it was an empty netter. Eric Brank getting the goal. Billy Excel and Terry Lebo getting assists, as the Magicians were swept against the Wilderness this past week. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm alongside rookie forward Colin Hernan. Colin, you're a Bloomington native, real close to Richfield here. Talk about your career at Jefferson. You played for some pretty good teams over there over your 4 seasons. 63 goals, 36 assists. You put some points up with the Jaguars.
Yeah, it was pretty nice playing with them. At first, I actually started off my youth hockey playing at Kennedy. And then I transferred over freshman year, and everyone was pretty welcoming to me. I made a lot of friends, lifelong friends. So I don't know, it was a pretty good experience. I really enjoyed playing at Jefferson.
Talk about the day you were tendered by the Minnesota Magicians. You had multiple options. You could have played all over the country in the North American Hockey League. You chose to stay at home and play with the Minnesota Magicians, and it was right before the date could end for players to be tendered. So you were kind of the late addition as far as tenders go. Talk about that process.
Yeah, I'd been talking to Coach for a while. and I really liked him a lot. He kind of reached out to me, and he was really easy to talk to and stuff. So I mean, I wanted to leave this open for sure, but I didn't want to. Right away, I didn't want to, close any other options off, so I just wanted to keep my options open. But I felt like this was the right fit. Just playing close to home. I don't have to bill it anywhere. I can live in my house. So, so long, having Scott being a good guy and I could talk to him a lot, and just living at home, being close. That's basically why I chose to play here.
Talk about playing in the high school elite league. I know a lot of guys in the North American League once participated in that. A lot of high school guys going out for that team. Those teams, a lot of guys don't make that team and then find themselves in the North American Hockey League. You competed on that team. You put up some pretty good numbers. What'd that do with your development moving forward so you could play in a league like this?
It was really nice playing in it. I got my coach, my junior year, my coach Lindquist told me that I got a chance to try out for it. So I just kind of went out there. I didn't really think I was going to make it, but then I remember I was at a summer skate with him. He told me I made it. I was pretty pumped about that my junior year. So I don't know. I thought it helped. There's a lot of good players. A lot of kids that went Division I out of that league. So it helped playing. It was a faster pace in high school. So it was kind of nice going before the season playing at a faster pace than we were going to play with all year. But it was at the same time it was kind of a lot. There was like 25 games before your regular season. So then it kind of added up at the end. It was kind of a grind, but it was definitely a good experience. I liked it a lot.
Talk about Pink Night coming up here. The players are going to wear pink jerseys after they're going to be auctioned off to Susan G. Coleman of Minnesota. 100% of all the proceeds going to that. I know you got to do some fun things in high school, but how big is this? An opportunity for you guys to wear some different uniforms, and more importantly, 100% of the proceeds going to a really good cause.
Yeah, I've never really gotten a chance to do anything like that previously in my hockey career, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice being able to wear a different J out there, and then we're gonna have to, talk to the crowd, or what exactly we have to do?
A performance for 30 seconds.
Perform to the crowd, so. Yeah. So I still got to figure out what I'm gonna do with that, but I think I have a good idea what I'm gonna do.
For sure. Today, the top prospect tournament, the players were named. Your captain, Nick Kuchera, Will Johnson, and then Ate Tolvanen being represented. Talk about those three guys and what they've been able to do for the club. I know Ate's second in the league in saves with 940.
Yeah, he's a great goalie. He stays really focused. Before the games, you can't even really talk to him. Cooch is a great leader. He's there for all of us, talking to us if we need anything. And Will's also a good guy out there too. He stepped up big time this year for a rookie too. He's also a good leader as well. So, those are three good hockey players. I'm happy that they made it.
Jimmy Lillidahl alongside Colin Hernan. Colin, before we go, so you can get off to practice here, talk about the road trip to Springfield. It's going to be an 8.5-hour bus ride. It is Illinois, the first ever meeting between the two teams, and an opportunity to play a team from the North Division.
Yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to be nice playing a new team that you haven't seen yet. I actually thought it was going to be like a 10-hour drive, so I guess 8 hours. Yeah, I guess 8 hours isn't going to be as bad, but it's not gonna be fun sitting on the bus for 8 hours, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a new experience. Be with the guys on the bus, so it won't be too bad. But it'll be good having playing some new teams or a new team and seeing some new players and different atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to it.
Colin Hernan, rookie forward. Jimmy Lillidahl, thanks for joining us. Welcome back to In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. A big thanks to rookie forward Colin Hernan for taking the time to speak with us. The top prospects tournament rosters were announced just a couple of hours ago. Will Johnson named to the U18 team. Ate Tolvanen will backstop the Midwest team. And the captain, Nick Kuchera, also getting some honors there. They're off to participate at the top prospects tournament February 17th and 18th in Troy, Michigan. Over a third of the players who committed in that tournament last season committed to Division I programs, all Division I schools, and all the NHL teams in representation at the showcase. So a lot of guys, a lot of people getting looks over there. Also coming up, the Magicians road trip to Springfield, Illinois. That's this weekend. The Magicians face off against the Springfield Junior Blues. It's the first time the two teams have ever met. Also a reminder, Pink Night coming up. The jerseys that will be worn will be auctioned off afterwards. 100% of the proceeds going to Susan G. Coleman of Minnesota. If you want to get involved with that, you can. 612-861-9356. And then a thanks to Champs for supplying the food and the alcohol at all the Richfield, or all the games here at Richfield Ice Arena. And another reminder, if you bring your ticket stub to Champs after the game, you can get a free flatbread. So remember to keep your ticket stub and head over to Champs after the game. And the next two home games, February 7th and 8th, and again on the 8th, it is Pink Night. The Susan G. Coleman of Minnesota promotion. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. A big thanks to Colin Hernan. So long, everybody.